Good morning, Foggers. Happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's going to have a good weekend and staying safe, taking care of your body, your mind, and your soul. Real quick, like I said, I don't wake up and decide what I'm going to post or if I am going to post. Yesterday, I answered a post that was put by Team South Florida, who's a nonprofit organization that follows us and we follow each other, that there's a department in California offering up to $75,000 in bonuses to hire police because they've depleted their force. Probably because they've treated them like shit in the first place. But, you know, that brought up a point, and I returned a post to them and answered a message where, you know, as officers, we chase the buck, the money a lot, right? We want to provide for our family. In some weird way, we try to make up for deficiencies in our life, maybe some hurt in our heart or in our mind with more money. Guilty as sins. I work my butt off and I'm very happy with my retirement. But, you know, now that I'm on this journey and we're on this journey, it got me to thinking that, you know, we need other things besides money. You can't use your money and enjoy your money if you're not right physically and mentally, you know? And so when we go out to calls and there's a sexual battery of a person, we call, you know, our sex crimes unit. If there's a domestic dispute, we call our DV unit, right? And so forth. Subject runs, we call canine, right? We have a response for everything. Where's the response for us? And I know what you're going to say. Oh, we have a section and doctors and counselors, and God bless them. We love them and they do a great job. But the problem is that it requires us to summon the help, to go to them. And part of the response from an injury of trauma, besides the stigma and being an alpha male or alpha female first responder, is we don't want to do that. Sometimes we don't even know that we have an issue, right? So my response to them was, there has to be laws and policies in the books. And, you know, if there's a criteria for everything, God forbid you don't make the right phone call, where's the criteria for us, right? If there's a traumatic incident, maybe involving a child, and again, this is not textbook, this is just putting it out there for people to think that there should be things in places. And those are decisions that other people above me would have to make. But just an example, if you respond to a call, a traumatic call involving the death of a child or severely injured child, that should be right there, an automatic response to a debrief. Even though the officers we know are not going to talk much right after an incident, but at least there's somebody there. And maybe there's a 3-day follow-up, right? Just like when we're involved in shootings, we get a certain amount of days off, then you go to the range and you shoot, then you're put back into service, okay? So my thing is, with so much trauma and addiction and divorce and suicide and stuff going on, and they provide $75,000 to lure you back into the hellhole that they treated you like shit, like to get rid of you, you know, why not use some of that money to try and help officers and change the policy? Care about the personnel and the troops out there, and this goes for fire and everybody else, right? Care about the troops as much as you care about everybody else. I remember I got scolded because I called an officer's attorney when he got in trouble. And I'm like, don't we do that for the common scumbag on the street? You know, I would want that done for me if I get in a bind. So again, that kind of, like, as you can tell, it triggered me a little bit. Like, you're offering me a ton of money to go back to a place where you can treat me like shit. And I'm not saying that every department does that. And we have some great leaders and sheriffs and directors and all that good stuff. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is, along with the stigma of the officer that is suffering, there's also a stigma from supervision and elected officials to do the right thing. Don't count on the officer who's going through an injury, right? How many times have we been out to somebody who's mentally ill, and if you left them, they would do nothing? That's why we have the power to take them in to intake and get them the right help so they can make the right decisions, right? We're no different. So, you know, that kind of started that whole discussion with other people yesterday as to we should have those things in place. We have coffee with the public and cookies. And the other day, a post about serving ice cream to all these people. You know what? Save your cookies and the ice cream and start saving officers. Okay? So I wanted to post this because, yes, this is addressed to all of us as far as, you know, our trauma and mental illness and addictions and all that. But it also has to come from other people above us that want to care about us. And you know, if we're going to put money into things like that, then put money into helping us and change the policies and force some of these officers to have to talk to people, or at least have professionals evaluate them after they've suffered what we know is going to be traumatic injuries, the death of an officer, a partner, you know, things like that. And just evaluate them and make them talk to you 3 days later. Something where, hey, we gave it a shot, you know. But enough of this, you know, money and extending the drop 8 years so you can work longer and you can get sicker and suffer more. That's ridiculous, all right? Let's start helping our people. Let's start helping ourselves. Change your mentality about everything. It's not just down at this level here with this guy trying to do this, you know, through his camera and his phone. Everybody's got to pitch into this. Unions and sheriffs and everybody. And we know that there's changes coming. So, you know, we want to put this in people's mind. It's important. It's a movement. Okay? So I just wanted to put that out there and think about stuff, right? So anyway, it's Friday. Have a great weekend. If I write to you on the weekend, it's God put it on my heart. But be blessed. Have a great weekend, a great Friday. Be safe. And that's it. All right. God bless you. Thank you for everything. Keep going to YouTube, liking and subscribing. Spread the news. God bless you. Take care.